What is going on, everybody? Patrick over here at GhostPicksATS, the #1 sports consultants in the business. Hope everybody's doing all right today. For you, later in this episode, I'll have a special for you as well as a free play. It's going to be like one of the best specials you could ever get. A little tester outer for GhostPicks Patrick here. Anyways, let's go a quick recap. Yesterday, Vegas was on their A game. I mean, across the board. It was like 6-7 games. All came down to the final shot, like the spread. Whether you had the Pistons-Dallas game, which came down to a final backdoor 3, or the Sixers-Suns, like we had the Suns 3.5, went to 3. That game comes down to the final free throw. The Sixers hit a backdoor 3, and then Chris Paul gets fouled to go for the cover. Hits the first, misses the second, either pushes or lost, depending on where you got it, or what moved to 3 before the game. But that was tough. And then the Kings, the free play, Kings came down to the final play as well. Ended up so we had 3.5, which lost in the free play, but hopefully got it at 3 there. Ended up Kings won by 3. Hard push. And then then there was the other games. The night game was the Nuggets and the Blazers. That came down to the final play. I mean, they won by 2. The spread was they won by 1. The spread was 2. But it was 1 all day. I mean, it was one of those days Vegas was all over. The Hawks and the Knicks were a pick'em, and they went into overtime. I mean, they were so good. Vegas was all over it yesterday. But anyways, so premium plays, top tier won, bottom 2 lost or pushed. So we had the Suns as one of ours, 3.5. I ideally got it at 3, and you get a push there. But then we had the Spurs. My top play yesterday, heading into the day, I love the Spurs. I thought it was about a 7-unit play. I was banking on Jimmy Butler not playing in that game, and we're going to hit it hard. He got announced in later in the day, which kind of caught me off guard. We took it as a 2-unit play still. We just dropped it down. Still liked it, but that one, the Heat pulled away in the second half. Lost that one. And then the top play was the Nuggets and the Blazers. It was the under in that one, and in the write-up, particularly said take it after the first quarter. I said that there would be an upwards of 60 to 70 points in the first quarter with those two teams, and sure enough, there were 71 points. Took the live under at that point. The full game under went under by 20 points. It was nowhere close. I mean, that was perfect top tier there. Top tiers are hitting, so we're looking forward to doing that again today. And for the people watching this video, you get a $5 package. Never done it before, but I figured it's perfect. So if you're on here and you're watching, I'd like to get everybody an idea of what we do over here at Ghost Picks Patrick. So I would like to send out at least the write-up. I know it's $5. You get all of today's NBA's plays and the write-ups as well. Just to see what we got going on over here. But that will be down in the description. $5, all today's NBA, just $5. Simple description, it's a legit GhostPicksATS.com, secure, yada yada yada, all the important stuff. Also, try to get you some winners. Gonna have a nice card today, all write-ups included. Be released right around 6 o'clock, so as long as you get this before 6:45, I'll have it sent to you before the first game's at 7 o'clock. So $5 down in the description. Let's get into the free play of the day. Hornets, Bulls. This is a close one here, so it kind of goes against what I think. A lot of times I'm talking about pace and defense, and when I'm talking about over-unders. These two teams over the past week or two have had actually the slowest pace in the NBA. Part of that was because of the lineups and what they have going on and the matchups they've been playing. So the Bulls have played the Cavs twice. They've played the Celtics. All slow teams add on to kind of how they play. So they haven't had anyone really test them to pick up the pace at all. And same thing goes for the Hornets. So the Hornets, first off, before 2 days ago, they didn't have P.J. Washington, which was a big thing because they had Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo playing the center. 0 points going that way. So right now the over-under sitting at 210, and it's understandably low, but I think both of these teams, from a basketball standpoint, have great mismatches on the offensive end. So Vucevic for the Bulls really should dominate today. I don't think. I mean, the Hornets are giving up about 55% from the field, effective field goal percentage. I think Vucevic and the Bulls are able to score pretty consistently today, given the matchups. And then on the flip side, Devontae Graham, Terry Rozier, and PJ Washington, that pick and pop, pick and roll, I think that should exploit Vucevic on defense. And for this one, and going for your free play of the day, we're going over 210 in that game. Usually the lower games, I prefer to take an under, but I think they got a little something wrong here. I think it's kind of accounting for Biyombo playing for the Hornets, and at the same time, and my biggest thing about over-unders is defense. Poor defenses, the offenses kind of fill in, kind of whatever the defense is doing, the offense will do in counter. So, bad defense, even a bad offense will still score on them in both these teams. They've been struggling on defense. So, even though it's going to be a slow-paced game, I do like the over 210 as your free play of the day. Golf free play of the day. Tomorrow, Friday, we're going to fade whoever the matchup is. I don't know what time it's going to come out, but after watching them today, I think the odds are going to be perfectly right to fade Cameron Champ and Tony Finau. I know they absolutely crushed it today, but they're playing a different style tomorrow. They're playing alternate shot, which means they're going to have less. They're not going to have a safety net behind them, so each shot is going to matter. And for that reason, we're going to fade them tomorrow, which they should be at great odds. So whatever the matchup is, I'll come back on here if I love the matchup. But as for anything, that I pretty much think that the odds will be great to fade them tomorrow. Good luck. God bless. Grind on. And catch you back here tomorrow for another free play. Peace.